Hey, what's up again, everybody? I'm going to go ahead and give out my mid-season player awards. Obviously, they don't mean anything because I don't have a vote, but hey, I want to do it. So, mid-season MVP, I have a guy who will definitely not finish the season as the MVP, unfortunately, because he got injured. But my mid-season MVP to this point is Derrick Henry. Obviously, he is the straw that stirs the Titans' drink. As I mentioned on an earlier video, he has, been dominant, and it'll be interesting to see how they if they can continue to win and solidify that run and have a solid running game without him. But to this point, he has been my MVP. Not only has he been my MVP, he's been my offensive player of the year as well. Just nothing else to say, but he's just been killing it. Before he got injured, he was on track to break the rushing record, and not by a slim margin because there was an extra game. He was on track to break it in a 16-game season. So I have him as the MVP and the offensive player of the year in the first half of the season. Obviously, that's going to change at the end of the year, but kudos to you, Derrick Henry. You were a monster before you got injured. My defensive player of the year, I have Trayvon Diggs. Obviously, he's been playing lights out, interception and all, but I think one or two games this year. Really, anytime he gets his hands on the ball, he's intercepting it, which is good because it makes up for all of the times he gets burnt and the penalties that he gets. But I do have him as my defensive player of the year due to the interceptions and the turnovers that he's created. My offensive rookie of the year, I have Jamar Chase. He's been playing out of his mind. He had the drops in the preseason, and then for some reason, when the regular season lights came on, the switch flipped, and he's been hauling in passes all over the place, making amazing plays, deep touchdowns, run after catch touchdowns. He's just really doing it all. Had a couple of bad games, but for the most part, he's been balling out, so I have him as my offensive rookie of the year. My defensive rookie of the year, I have Micah Parsons for the Dallas Cowboys. Again, he's been all over the field for that defense, made a big difference. He's fit right in and become one of the leaders in his rookie season. I anticipate that he just continues that trend and continues to get better as well, which is saying something because he's been playing his ass off the first half of the season. And then my coach of the year, I have Cliff Kingsbury. Arizona Cardinals are the surprising team of the season. They are the San Francisco 49ers from 2 years ago. They came out of nowhere. No one expected them to do as well as they've been doing. They keep finding ways to win. They keep overcoming adversity. They won a game without their coach on the sideline, so I don't know if that helps or hurts his case, but I do think that Cliff Kingsbury deserves some credit for what he's done in Arizona in turning that team around and being able to keep them focused throughout all of the adversity that they have faced with injuries and COVID and different things of that nature. So those are my mid-season awards. I could be wrong, and probably none of these people will win the awards at the end of the year, but it's still worth having the conversation at this point in the season because they've all put in some work.